Hello guys and welcome to another video. In this video we are going to talk about Aether and we will analyze the complete white paper of the Aether. So let's get started with the complete white paper analysis of Aether. I hope I am pronouncing it correctly. But before we jump into the white paper, let's quickly go through the chart. So this is their chart and it's a fairly new cryptocurrency project and apart from that, there are some other details regarding the social media and uh, smart contracts and everything else. So you can go through it if you want to. And now let's quickly go to the website and then jump to the white paper. So these are some of the data which they are providing. And yeah, so this is the basic information about Aether. And then now let's quickly move to the white paper. So powering a distributed GPU-based compute infrastructure for dynamic enterprise use cases requires a new ecosystem with aligned incentives. Aethir is a cloud computing infrastructure platform that revolutionizes the ownership, distribution, and utilization paradigms of enterprise-grade graphical processing units by moving away from traditional centralized models. Aether has deployed a scalable and competitive framework for sharing distributed computational resources, catering to enterprise applications and clientele across various industries and regions. At its core, Aether optimizes GPU utilization for compute incentive domains and applications like AI, machine learning, and cloud gaming, amongst several others. This is achieved through a two-pronged approach. Resource pooling: owners can contribute their underutilized GPUs to Aethir's network, effectively forming a collective pool of potent computing resource. This enables global GPU distribution at significantly reduced cost, democratizing access to advanced computational power. Decentralized ownership: Aether's model transcends the limitations of traditional ownership structures by enabling distributed resource possession. This fosters a more equitable and open technological landscape, dismantling barriers to entry for new consumers, opening new economic opportunities, and contributing to a globally diverse and interconnected digital ecosystem. Aether offers a cloud platform architected with a distributed GPU framework specifically designed to address the demanding processing requirements of industries like gaming, AI model training, and inference. This architecture seamlessly integrates disparate GPU clusters into a unified network, demonstrably increasing cluster sizes and improving reliability and infrastructure resilience. This renders Aether ideal for uniting geographically dispersed resources to tackle large scale AI workloads, reducing global reliance on incumbent cloud leaders. Ether's commitment to decentralization extends beyond mere resource ownership. Its geographically distributed infrastructure transcends the inherent limitations of centralized solutions, ensuring broader accessibility and laying the groundwork for necessary evolution and maturation of the GPU cloud. So basically, let's say that you have unused processing power in your laptop or PC, then you can probably connect it with the Ethers network with probably some technical skills, and then they can utilize it and give it to the big companies or people who can use it, and that's how this infrastructure works. And probably you will get a lot of rewards in the Ether token, ATH token, for providing your unused GPU services. In essence, Ether represents a paradigm shift in the future of computing resource allocation. Its core tenets: uh, decentralized ownership, collaborative cross cluster operations, and scalable regional deployments pave the way for a new wave of economic and technological advancement. Aether is not merely transforming the cloud computing landscape, it is actively shaping a more interconnected, efficient, and innovation driven global GPU cloud economy. A critical characteristic of Aether's DCI is the focus on repurposing existing idle resources rather than requiring participants to purchase new hardware. Underutilized GPU capacity estimates range from 50 to 75%, which is a pretty significant number, indicating a vast reservoir of untapped digital resource that could be monetized. Aether's DCI claims to tap into this abundance of idle resources by targeting small to medium sized data centers and enterprises. In the rapidly evolving landscape of cloud computing, several systematic issues have emerged challenging the traditional paradigms of resource utilization, access, and performance, which is very true. By addressing these core challenges, we can unlock a more equitable and efficient future for cloud computing. Again, guys, this video is not at all an investment advice, so please do your own research before taking an investment decision. My job is to simply share with you what this project is all about. Centralization and high costs in cloud computing. Centralized cloud computing models, primarily controlled by a handful of corporations, have created a market with limited competition and high service costs. This concentration of power leads to inflated pricing structures, making cloud services less accessible, especially for smaller entities. So, whenever you try to democratize something, the cost goes down, and then only great products start happen. So, great products start being built. Furthermore, the geographically concentrated nature of these data centers can result in latency issues for remote users, compromising efficiency and user experience. This centralization not only curtails innovation by setting high financial barriers but also limits the geographical reach of advanced cloud technologies, thereby widening the global digital divide. Very beautifully mentioned the global digital divide. I really loved it. But again, guys, nothing in this video is an investment advice. Underutilization of computational resources. A significant portion of GPUs, particularly those owned by enterprises and individuals, are not only fully utilized, leading to a substantial inefficiency in the technological sector. This is often due to misalignment in resource allocation, where high capacity GPUs are used for tasks that require much less computational power. Additionally, these resources often lie idle during non-peak periods, resulting in a paradox where immense computational power is available but remains largely untapped. Addressing this underutilization is crucial for maximizing technological investments and fostering a more efficient distribution of computational resources. Barriers to technological access and ownership. The current models of technology ownership and access are burdened with high initial costs and complex infrastructure demands. These barriers disproportionately disadvantage smaller organizations and individual innovators who lack the resources for such investments. This situation exacerbates the digital divide, where access to cutting edge computational tools becomes a privilege of the few, stifling broader technological progress and innovation. Overcoming these barriers is essential to democratize access to technology, allowing a diverse range of participants to contribute to and benefit from technological advancements. Again, these guys are simply just talking about the power of making the GPU processing power decentralized, meaning that the more distributed the power becomes in terms of renting it, the lower the cost and more innovative products can be created on the GPU based the GPU based products. So that's the reason why this kind of projects are taking a lot of traction. But again, nothing in this video is an investment advice, so just keep that in mind. Technical and performance limitations in cloud services. Cloud services today, particularly in areas demanding real-time processing like cloud gaming and AI computations, sorry, face significant technical challenges. Issues such as latency, constrained rendering capabilities, and quality inconsistencies, generally latency uh, uh, regarding issues happen in the gaming. Constrained rendering capabilities and quality inconsistencies adversely affect the practicality and user experience of these services. These limitations are particularly critical in fields that depend on rapid data processing and high quality rendering, where any performance shortcomings can drastically reduce the effectiveness of cloud based applications. Enhancing these technical aspects is key to expanding the scope and appeal of cloud services across various industries. Need for scalable and decentralized infrastructure. The current cloud infrastructure predominantly features a centralized design which lacks the agility and adaptability to efficiently meet the diverse and evolving needs of global users. This centralization limits the system's ability to scale and respond to regional and industry specific requirements. A shift towards a more scalable and decentralized infrastructure is imperative to effectively cater to a broader range of needs. Such a transformation would not only lead to more efficient resource utilization but also improve the overall resilience and reliability of cloud services, making them more versatile and accessible across different regions and sectors. So if you want to understand this, then you can compare the current cloud system with the old large room size computer which used to be in the 1970s and all that, in those period where the entire room would take to put a computer, and at the same time they would only calculate a uh, few calculations. So that was the processing power at that time. And you can compare that this kind of system right now is trying to revolutionize the current system, which is almost very similar to the GPU power system which was in the 70s. So if all this which they mention can be executed even in the next 20-30 years, then you will see the similar difference which is today between the 70s computers and today's computers, because the GPU and the processing power can lead to very powerful changes in the future, and in fact it can change everything. So there's no doubt about that, but again, not at all an investment advice. This is just my analysis, and I'm not sure whether this project will survive for even 2 months or 2 years. I don't know anything, so nothing is an investment advice. If this project can survive for 20 years, this project may not survive even for 2 months. Nothing can be said. So it's up to you to do your due diligence. Now let's move to the next part, which is solution. Aether believes anyone and everyone should have access to web-based services like cloud gaming, artificial intelligence, and other applications that make their lives easier or more enjoyable, regardless of whether they live or their socio-economic status. Where they live, sorry, not whether they live, where they live. Sorry for the mistake, guys. This requires a new thinking and new paradigm to cloud infrastructure, as well as new ecosystem incentives to decentralize enterprise grade infrastructure in a more economically efficient manner. By facilitating collaboration between infrastructure owners that have supply, meaning that the people who will provide the GPU power to the Aethir network, and enterprise application owners that have demand. So the companies or the people who want rendering, who want GPU power for rendering services and other tasks which requires high computing power. Aether can create a scalable distributed ecosystem that is more interconnected, more efficient, more effective, and owned by members of the ecosystem. Aethir's decentralized cloud infrastructure (DCI) encompasses networks for compute and rendering decentralized cloud services. Aether offers fungible services to the demand side while relying on equally fungible hardware on the supply side. This means that a server in Hong Kong is equivalent to a server in Singapore. However, advantage of Aether's A localized DCI is that it addresses potential latency issues, ensuring that the quality of service is maintained even when geographical challenges come into play. Digital resource networks or DRNs, where users can store and share digital resources in a decentralized manner, are an important component of supporting emerging technologies like IoT, VR, AR, cloud, artificial intelligence, machine learning, etc. Storage, compute, and bandwidth are three critical components for continued digitalization that is permeating all our lives. That said, there are physical constraints on server farms and limitations in transistor destiny and data storage within a given location. This is commonly known as centralized cloud, which simply cannot scale, which is a central point in Aethir's mission. Aether is pioneering a decentralized physical infrastructure network or DePIN, utilizing blockchain technology and tokenization to incentivize the development and utilization of physical infrastructure owned and operated by community. This will allow the escalating demand for digital resources to be met in cost-effective manner across the globe. A critical characteristic of Aether's DCI is the focus on repurposing existing idle resources rather than requiring participants to purchase new hardware. Underutilized GPU capacity estimates range from 50 to 75%, indicating a vast reservoir of untapped digital resource that could be monetized. Aether's DCI aims to tap into this abundance of idle resources by targeting small to medium sized data center and enterprises. Real time. The overall round trip workflow of real time cloud rendering involves several steps, including forwarding control input from the terminal to the container, processing instructions by the cloud based applications, capturing and encoding displaying audio, transmitting video over the network, receiving and decoding the video, and rendering and displaying it. Each step typically takes several to tens of milliseconds to complete. If the cumulative lag between issuing an instruction and the action executed is too high, it can lead to a frustrating and unrealistic cloud-based application interaction experience. This presents significant technical challenges, particularly when dealing with fluctuating network conditions and high quality graphic requirements. Aether solves this challenge by facilitating distributed high quality GPU based compute around the world, exposing the right hardware for the appropriate use case at scale. So, what they basically means is that there are several steps from start to end when trying to utilize the cloud based application. So, Aether tries to solve that by democratizing the GPU power with scale and speed, and that's what they have mentioned here. Now let's go to the image quality. Cloud based app users pursue the ultimate visual experience, but real time cloud rendering may experience poor image quality due to additional encoding and decoding processes. Furthermore, network bandwidth and quality limitations can further degrade the final picture quality presented to the users. The Aether network is designed to support a diverse range of cloud based apps and services, each with its own unique style and visual elements. Aether has built a unique mediation system to appropriately align the quality requirements of a given application to the appropriate network components, constantly monitoring and measuring quality levels to ensure changes in the network are suitably cared for. Decentralization. Unlike centralized systems, the Aether network relies on rendering resources provided by the ecosystem, each with varying specifications and configurations. This introduces the risk of fraudulence, cheating, hacking, and other malicious behavior during the rendering process, and ensuring a seamless user experience, maintaining compatibility, and ensuring proper operation of the decentralized platform continue to pose a significant challenge. Aether monitors all infrastructure and utilizes open and ubiquitous blockchain technology to prevent malicious behaviors and ensure economics are appropriately aligned to the contributions of the ecosystem members. This makes the Aether DCI fair, indiscriminate, and secure. Scalability and costs. Centralized cloud can be expensive and cost prohibitive, especially in emerging markets and for latency sensitive applications, both of which are where Aether is focused and has designed the platform with these aspects in mind. The more infrastructure that is exposed to the Aether platform, the lower the marginal cost become, as resources are more distributed and localized with lower operating costs and economies of scale, which is pretty understandable because the more people join this network and provide that free GPU power, the lower the cost for the buyers of the GPU processing power, and that's how this system works. The tokenomics introduced by Aether also purposely reward infrastructure partners that commit higher levels of compute on a more distributed basis and for a longer period, further driving costs down. Savings can also be passed on to users and applications owners by more efficiently utilizing underutilized or unused infrastructure from various ecosystem members, removing barriers. Web3 can be complex, and operating a global infrastructure platform can be costly and time consuming. Aether has simplified the decentralized cloud infrastructure by allowing simply and easy self onboarding processes by both application owners and infrastructure owners, while also allowing ecosystem members to easily try out the platform with little or no commitment. Removing these barriers allows any organization or individual to participate in a cutting edge DCI, fully democratizing access to technology and getting access to the ecosystem benefits. Anyone around the world can expose their GPU based infrastructure, putting it in the hands of many. Architecture design. The Ether network integrates three essential roles for its operation: container, indexer, and checker. The container's key function is to deliver real time remote rendering services essential for a seamless cloud experience. The indexer facilitates the connection between users and the most suitable containers, ensuring an optimal match for the application's requirement. The checker's role is pivotal in assessing the performance and service quality of containers, guaranteeing reliable and efficient operation. The layer 2 Arbitrum network underpins the Aether ecosystem, providing a decentralized settlement over a layer that enhances the user experience with the ATH tokens. It efficiently records transaction information, addressing critical challenges such as scalability, transaction speed, and high fees in blockchain's ecosystem systems. As blockchain technology evolves, Ether is poised to expand these capabilities in a fully decentralized framework. So this is their architectural chart. You can go through it if you want to understand it into the graphical manner. Let's move forward. Role of indexer. Central to Ether's network, the indexer matches consumers with suitable containers, ensuring a swift launch of cloud-based apps and services. The goal is to deliver a second on service, the transition from a customer's request to the actual delivery. For example, a player making a request to a game screen should occur in the shortest possible time. This requires succinct signaling and efficient scheduling. Scheduling consideration: container status must be in standby state, service deployment service. All this you can go through it. I don't think so it is that important to read. So this is a bit technical. This is also the role of the checker is also a bit technical. Now let's go to the role of the container, which might be an interesting thing to know. Fundamental to the Aethir network, the container is where the actual use of the cloud takes place. It acts as a virtual endpoint, executing and rendering the application. Oh, so this is an important part of the ecosystem. The container's purpose is to ensure that the cloud experience is immediate and responsive, offering a zero lag experience. This is achieved by shifting the workload from the local device to the container. Operational considerations: container status. These are again a bit of technical things, you can go through it. Let's move to the participants part. The Aethir network stands at the forefront of decentralized cloud rendering with an economy that integrates on-chain assets, smart contracts, and decentralized and rendering services. Building this sophisticated economy requires a vision for the long term and a commitment to aligning all participants with the network's goal. Network. The Aether network is driven by five essential roles: miners, developers, users, token holders, and the Aether DAO. Miners are categorized in three types: containers, checkers, and indexers. Together, these roles facilitate network consensus and effective rendering services. The lifeblood of the network is the ATH token, which plays a pivotal role in stimulating user engagement, supporting the development of diverse applications within the ecosystem, and expanding our user base. This dynamic creates a self-sustaining cycle that encourages continual growth and development of the Ether network. Understanding roles in the network. Containers. Think of containers as the powerhouse of our network. They are like specialized computers that do all the heavy lifting, from validating transactions to rendering digital content. We have made sure they are diverse in their capabilities to cater to different needs. Checkers. These are quality inspectors. They continuously check on containers to make sure they are working correctly and efficiently. Indexers, consider them as matchmakers. They connect users to the best available container, ensuring a fast and high quality experience. How containers work. Simplified. Containers have several states they can be in, which determine how they operate in our network. Ready to configure, waiting for checkup. Once set up, the container waits for a checker to make sure everything in order. Checker at ready. If the checker gives a thumbs up, the container is also set to be used in the network. You can go through it. I don't want to get into the details. What you see on the dashboard. Ready for action. Containers that have passed checks and are healthy. Busy working. Containers currently in the middle of a task, taking a break. Containers that are offline or not in a healthy states, and containers being prepared for action. Building and usage. Active use. Containers that are online, healthy, and busy with tasks. On standby. Containers that are ready and waiting but not currently busy. Fee adjustments in certain situations like if a container isn't performing well or is offline when it shouldn't be, that could be fee adjustments. So pretty interesting design and pretty understandable as well. Understanding the Aether network. The Aether network is a unique digital ecosystem that combines technology and economy. It is like a bustling city where different players, miners, developers, users, token holders, and the Aether DAO come together to make everything work smoothly. The how does the network work? Proof of rendering. Unlike usual blockchain networks, Ether network uses a special way to operate. Here, the nodes, think of them as individual workers, do the two main jobs. Proof of rendering capacity. Every 15 minutes, a group of these workers is randomly chosen to validate transaction. That's what generally happens with the nodes. The more they have invested, the better their service quality, and the less often they have been chosen before. The huh, and the more likely they are to be picked. Proof of rendering work. While working, their performance is closely monitored to ensure quality. The network makes sure that users get the best possible service, adjusting resources based on the demand and location. Session dynamics. A session lasting 15 minutes is primary unit of service. Think of it as booking a short service time slot. The cost of each session changes depending on how busy the network is. Container statuses. Container have various states that define what they are currently doing and capable of doing. These states include whether they are setting up ready to work, locked for updates, etc. Staking and rewards. Think of staking as putting some money into the saving accounts. I guess everybody knows what staking is. Service modes. The network operates in two modes. The network service mode, the network operation 2 mode. I don't know why it is repeated again. Wholesale, like bulk buying where services are pre-booked at a set price. Wow, this is also pretty interesting. So you can also, if you are a user and if you want to buy in bulk the GPU power, then you can also do that. Service fees. This is the cost paid by developers to the containers for the services. It's a bit like a bidding system where the prices can go up and down based on the demand. So this is also pretty interesting mechanism. It will be totally dependent on the supply and demand system. Slash mechanism. This is a quality control system. If a container doesn't do its job well, it gets penalized. This ensures everyone in the network is striving to provide the best services. Developments. Cloud gaming. The deployment process on the Aether network is designed to be both secure and user friendly. To ensure smooth integration with Aether's operational environment, games undergo a necessary adaptation process. This step is crucial for confirming game compatibility and optimizing performance within the Aether ecosystem, balancing the dual objectives of maintaining robust security protocols while offering a streamlined and convenient experience for game development. Developers harness advanced capabilities of top tier 3D engines like Unity or Unreal Engine, creating games with rich graphics and immersive gameplay. This stage involves meticulous attention to game mechanics, narratives, and visual aesthetics, ensuring games are not only engaging but also stand out in a competitive market. Integration of A3's SDK is crucial for game requiring sophisticated features like local payments and authentication. This step ensures a seamless and secure user experience, safeguarding transactional and personal data while enhancing player engagement through reliable and user friendly interfaces. Packaging. Optimal packaging formats Android APK or Windows EXE are chosen to maximize accessibility. Now let's move to the deployment. The deployment process involves rigorous checks for compatibility and security, ensuring the games uploaded to the Ether network meet stringent standards. Developers provide detailed game information, facilitating a transparent and efficient review process. Distribution. Aether's strategic distribution approach includes creating effective digital marketing assets such as web pages or HTML filings. These tools are designed to captivate and inform potential players, serving as a gateway to explore and engage with the game. Player access. Emphasizing user centric design, Aether ensures that game access is straightforward and hassle free. This focus on ease of use is key to retaining player interest and encouraging long term engagement. Development options. Offering flexibility, Aether accommodates different development preferences. Developers can choose between proprietary client and Aether streamlined mini client, both integrated with the SDK to best suit their project needs and technical expertise. Other applications. Aether Cloud Phone. Aether's robust infrastructure, already revolutionizing the cloud infrastructure industry, is set to expand its horizon with the introduction of the Aether Cloud Phone infrastructure. This innovative B2C product is designed to seamlessly integrate within the existing Aether hardware ecosystem, utilizing its decentralized cloud infrastructure to offer an unparalleled mobile application solution, leveraging the same tokenomics and technical frameworks that have driven Aether's success. The Aether's cloud phone technology represents a significant step forward in mobile technology, embodying the versatility and forward thinking approach of Aether's digital resource network. So again, not at all an investment advice, guys, but what they're trying to do here with is that they probably have extra GPU power, the unused GPU power, and they can probably use it for providing infrastructure to the cloud phone, or probably launching it on their own cloud phone. So it is more about utilizing the unused computing power. So if I can give you a metaphor for this, then if you have ever, not at all an investment advice but just a metaphor, that if you have ever played a game of chess, then the game is all about utilizing your unused chess pieces. So if you utilize those pieces, then you are more likely to win the game. And similarly, you must be wondering, since it has been almost 33 minutes in the video, what is this? Then this is simply that I believe in the pranayam and the breathing exercises, so I just mentioned it here. And this is the another thing, which is that if you want to become my client, I'm not saying that technically you will become my client. Again, let me be clear that this is not at all an investment advice. This is just a simple concept that I believe in, and that is that the way you these guys are using their unused infrastructure to create a cloud phone, or in the game of chess, the way you utilize the unused pieces to create more impact in the game. There is also a form of pain in every investor, and that is that they do not share their net worth. And when why it is a form of pain? Because when you share your net worth, you are also sharing your pain of not being able to invest more money. Because let's assume that you have a net worth of $1 million, but let's assume that you want more to invest, but you do not have that capital. Then in that scenario, there is that unused pain, the way these guys have unused cloud infrastructure, or in the or as in the game of chess, everybody has that unused pieces that can be utilized. Similarly, one should share their net worth. So you are basically share that untalked or undiscussed pain of not having more capital to invest. So if you because I this concept is really new and I have never marketed it, so if you want to share your net worth here, then you can join me in my Telegram group, and we can discuss about it. So basically, when you share your pain of not being able to invest more, you can at least reduce that pain. I'm not guaranteeing that you can find ways to make money, but when you share your net worth or AUM, well, your net worth can be of real estate or stocks or anything like crypto as well. So what your total net worth is, it and your identity will always be hidden. If you don't want to show your identity, it will not be shown. If you want to show it, you can also ask for that. But the point that I'm trying to make here is that it is all about sharing your net worth, so you also share your undiscussed pain of not being able to invest more, which is everybody's pain. So now let's move forward. What is the cloud phone? The cloud phone is an innovative application that transforms a user's mobile phone into a cloud powered, infinitely replicable, super powered mobile device. By downloading and installing the app, users can generate and access cloud phone instances leveraging Aethir's high powered cloud computing resources. This technology enables users to offload memory or storage in intensive applications to the cloud, significantly enhancing device performance, battery life, and efficiency. It will also unlock incompatible applications that the Google Play or App Store restricts users from downloading due to owning old or low end hardware. Users will also be able to select the regions in which they launch the cloud phone app, meaning they can launch their cloud phone across multiple regions, operating much like a highly advanced VPN, which is pretty interesting. Additionally, it offers enhanced privacy and security features, as sensitive data is processed and stored securely in the cloud rather than on the user's device. So again, this is a pretty powerful uh, use case of uh, the unused GPU power which Aethir network will have. So if they are launching this product, then again, not at all an investment advice. It is, but it is very similar to sharing your pain of not being able to invest more money, or you can say as the game of chess, where you have to utilize your unused pieces if you want to create a more impact. Not at all an investment advice. This is just a metaphor. If you want to become part of this, then you can definitely talk to me in the Telegram group. Technical integration with Aethir's infrastructure. The Aether cloud phone will harness Aethir's decentralized cloud services, ensuring efficient and reliable communication capabilities. Built on the backbone of Aether's GPU based compute infrastructure, the cloud phone will capitalize on the high performance rendering capabilities and low latency network operations. This integration not only ensures top notch service quality but also demonstrates the flexibility and dynamic nature of Athir's decentralized crowd infrastructure, capable of adapting to diverse digital needs beyond gaming. Again, what they're saying is that the cloud phone will be very powerful in order when it comes to rendering, or something that requires high GPU based compute infrastructure. So again, they're uh, probably going to launch a phone as well, or they have launched it, I don't know. But whatever it is definitely a powerful product. But again, not at all an investment advice. It is very again similar to using your extra GPU power in the phone itself. And it is very similar concept to the game of chess, where the more you utilize your unused pieces, the more you can create value in the game. Similarly, the more products they can launch here, the more chances that they will be able to create value for the network. Tokenomics and user engagement. Staying true to Aether's economic model, the Aether Cloud Phone will operate within the existing tokenomics framework. This approach not only maintains simplicity but is also a highly efficient method of enhancing the intrinsic value of ATH tokens as they become a universal medium for accessing a broader range of digital services, including cutting edge communication technology. Again, not at all an investment advice, but the more products like this are integrated with the ATH tokens, the higher the odds that the price of token can go up. It is very similar to the concept of chess, where the more pieces are integrated while doing an attack, making an attack, higher the odds that you will create a win. And similarly to our fund, the more videos I make and share this AUM of you guys, of the clients, the net worth of the clients, the higher the odds that your pain will be shared in much more efficient and effective way. So yeah, let's move forward. Market positioning and future prospects. As a B2C service, Aether's cloud phone technology is positioned to disrupt the conventional mobile communication market by blending the advantages of decentralized infrastructure with the increasing demand for reliable and versatile cloud-based solutions. Aether is set to attract a diverse consumer base. Looking ahead, the introduction of the cloud phone marks the beginning of Aether's expansion into varied sectors, leveraging its innovative technology to explore new frontiers across the GPU first economy. Again, the word GPU first economy is what they're talking about, which means that they want to launch GPU based product which requires more GPU power. And they want to make a diverse consumer base, because the more decentralized their customer base, better it is for the network, which is again not at all investment advice, but similar to the concept of chess, where the more decentralized your pieces, the more squares your pieces control, higher the odds of you to win the game. And which is very similar to this concept as well, that the more we share your net worth in these videos, the and more people view it, more chances that your net worth, your pain of not being able to invest more money, even though you might have $10 million, but there is a pain of not being able to invest $20 million. So your pain will be shared through these videos only. So that's it. Now let's move forward to Aether bare metal. In response to the evolving needs of our enterprise grade security conscious clients, Aether is introducing a distributed uh, bare metal solution. This innovative offering is designed for providers who wish to deploy their own full software stack in the short term, recognizing the critical importance of true and reliability for our large enterprise clients. This solution serves as a essential stepping stone. It's tailored to not only meet immediate security needs but also to ease these organizations into the broader Ether ecosystem, fostering long term partnership. Our vision for this bare metal solution is focused yet flexible, with a clear roadmap to integrate customers into our IaaS and PaaS offerings. I don't know. as- Generally, software as a service is SaaS, I know, but PaaS, I don't know. Offering within the next 12 months, this timeline reflects our commitment to continuous improvement and adoption to market demands. We believe that by enhancing our functionality and capabilities, we can transit this business model into a seamless part of our comprehensive decentralized cloud infrastructure services. Again, this is another concept which they're trying to work on, through which they will have even broader consumer base, because the more decentralized their consumer base, higher the odds that the project will survive for a longer period of time. Again, this is not at all an investment advice, but it is very similar to this concept which I have introduced, that the more you share your net worth, more you reduce your pain, because more people are viewing your net worth. And the more you reduce your pain, more chances that you probably can create or find ways to generate more income through different businesses, because ultimately investing is about parking your money in a risk free manner. Again, nothing in this video is an investment advice. This is just my concept that I have been working on. And if you want to connect to me regarding this, then you can join me in my Telegram group. The link is in the description. Let's move to the conclusion part now. Let's skip this paragraph and let's move to the conclusion part, because the video is infinitely long now. Generally my videos are around 20 to 30 minutes. In conclusion, the Aether bare metal solution is a strategic endeavor to address specific market segments and client needs, whilst uh, ensuring that Aether can rapidly take advantage of enterprise demand. It underscores our adaptability and readiness to provide solutions that not only meet immediate security requirements, but also pave the way for future growth and integration within our cloud computing framework. So yeah, I guess we are done with the white paper. There is nothing else left. This probably is there couple of other things, small things, which is not important, I guess, for us. So yeah, that's all I have for you in this long video. But I hope that you really enjoyed this video, and you can connect me with in the Telegram. And if you really enjoyed the video, I guess I deserve a like on this video, and you can also subscribe to the channel for new videos.